What is up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Here we are. What's up, Chris? Good to see ya. It's a Tuesday, and lo and behold, we find ourselves in the same little range. Yesterday was a doji on the daily chart, and we are inside that doji. All right. What do we got? 2 minutes till market open here. No econ news. Gear up for some grass growing action today. I got my trade exchange and news feed up just in case something drops. Good morning, Paul. Hey, Squid. Shayak, Neil, good morning. We'll see how all these key levels come into play, but definitely so far, this overnight action was range-like. Checking out Nasdaq, we'll find the same thing. Yesterday had a little bit more of a trend to it on the Nasdaq, but still more or less a doji on the daily chart. And we find ourselves within that. About 30 seconds till market open here. There we go. Opening bell. Let's see what kind of action we got. We would expect a bounce initially with this downtrend being played out on the S&P. Pablo Tavares, good morning to you. Actually kind of looks a bit volatile this morning. Looks like we may have some market participants. Getting a little bounce. Let's see if we have some follow through on this. S&P is still above the EMA. Buyers trying to push things up. Let's see if they can do it. As I mentioned, we don't have any econ news today, so we're really going to be reliant completely on just raw buyers and sellers. We do have some news tomorrow with PPI before market open. Good morning to you, Archer. Welcome. Kind of a little small sketchy uptrend going here on ES. NQ, it already looks like we have a break of that uptrend. May get one more push to a new high. Paul asking about U.S. quarterly employment. I think you're looking at the wrong day. And if you're not, that's such a small event that it doesn't make most news calendars. CPI for sure could have an impact tomorrow. Sorry, PPI tomorrow. And then CPI on Thursday could definitely have an impact. If they don't, the market is for sure going to be in dead till the Fed mode because we have FOMC next week. Morning, Jonathan. Yeah, we need to get some movement early in the market or we are doomed to a range with no economic catalyst on the horizon. Strata, we can only hope. We can only hope. It's really going to depend on what rate cuts are like. So next week is going to be a big tell for really the rest of the year, how institutions position themselves. S&P making another attempt to go up here. Don't really have a trend in play. This already looks like a break right here and a new high. Jesse, good morning. I missed that message. Mr. Handsome, American Spanish-speaking jiu-jitsu guy. I'll take it. I will take that to the bank, my friend. Good to see you. And here we are. Yet again, the market is not moving. We need one side to get confident, to be aggressive today. And like I said, it's got to happen early or it's not going to happen today. EMA is sort of flattening out. Yes, trying to push up. Nasdaq's not really joining in the fun just yet. Come on, S&P. Let's do something there. The Nasdaq is putting a weight down on the market right now. It's pretty much refusing to do anything. Right exactly at its opening price. EMA is not holding, nor on the Nasdaq. We're starting to work our way down a little bit. See if there's any follow through on this. This uptrend played out on ES. It was unable to really even make it to the midline of that range. I think we could be going to test that overnight low right now. See if any little downtrend can develop. Here we go, sellers. Come on now. Let's go do something. Let's have a day. Little bearish hammer in the middle of that move. Could put a damper on this downtrend. So far, EMA rejecting. It's a good sign for our shorts. This does look like a little break of the channel already, so I don't know that we're gonna get. Well, no, it could be a little bit wider if this continues down. Nasdaq popping above the EMA. Looks like the S&P might be doing the same here. The question will be, is there actually going to be any follow through or not, though? Move down already played out. We got a bounce going here, guys. See if buyers can get any momentum. Yes, struggling again at the EMA. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq kind of looking like it wants to push up. We keep seeing this battle back and forth, which is a telltale sign of range action. So we do still have an opportunity to get out of this range. It's still early in the day, but yeah, initial signs are looking like this the very thing we didn't want. A deadlock between buyers and sellers. Again, keep in mind, yesterday was a doji, right? On a daily level, and we still haven't broken any of those levels from yesterday. Same on ES. We were inside the doji on the daily chart. So you're not going to be able to have any major movement until you break one of yesterday's levels. NQ dropping down below the moving average. ES still below it here, but it does look like this downtrend has played out. We would expect a bounce at this point. Bullseye says, "Hello, mister." So polite there, Bullseye. Price action toolbar is what I'm using there. It's a paid service, but most of the functionality, if there's anything you're like, oh, I really like the functionality of that, you can probably find it for free online. A little congestion zone right here. Nothing going until we break out of some of this stuff. NQ looking weak. ES holding still. Market's starting to break out of this congestion to the downside. I got a feeling it's not going to have a whole lot of follow through. We'll find out. NQ still pushing down. Does look like it wants to go and test that low. Either way you slice it, though, the range is in full effect. little bit of a bearish bias in the range on the S&P, but that could change pretty quickly. And Q put in a bullish hammer threatening like it wants to bounce. ES looking kind of heavy. See if the sellers have enough juice to follow through to the downside there. Threatening to drop here. Getting very close to that overnight low. And if that breaks, we should see a pretty significant flush. Still nothing to really trade. Nice bounce on ES though. If this bounces up from here and starts creating a little trend, that's when I will be interested in a long. We're at the EMA here, watching it. This is a pretty decent move up. Let's see if buyers can actually support it. Right off the range low too. NQ putting in a little hammer right at the EMA, possible sign of resistance. So we do have generally a bearish bias within the range. Sellers have had the upper hand, even though it's not, it's a slight upper hand, we'll say that. NQ back down at the range low, testing it again. Buyers supporting down at the bottom there. Interesting, getting a significant bounce. I'm not seeing any news. I think buyers are finally just satisfied with the price here. Coming up on the midline of the range. Okay, here we go. There is a little bit of news. Preliminary benchmark payrolls subtracts almost $1 million. Institutions may see that as more confirmation of a rate cut. Perhaps that is what that initial bounce is. It's getting volatile, folks. Watch out here. ES came straight back to the range low. Yesterday's lows not too far down. We start getting going to the downside. Gonna wait till we break that overnight low and possibly start a downtrend before looking to sell. We're still in chop. This is still 100% chop. Yes, testing it out. Overnight low. See if it can break. Nasdaq's doing the same thing. There's a moment of truth here for how our day is going to go, guys. We poked through the overnight low. Let's see if we can close below it. Good morning, Hevaz. Feels like the market's a little bit conflicted, right? Because that job growth revision is huge, showing that the economy's not so good, guys. But of course, that means there's more of a chance of a rate cut. So it's like, I don't think the market knows what to do with that. What would it rather have? A bad economy with a rate cut, or good economy with possibly no? Seems like it's a little conflicted. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what we think about all that. We'll just watch price, and institutions will show exactly how they feel about that. Going to test that move down again. NQ keeps going back and forth. Looks like it's going to drop. Then it bounces. Looks like it's going to drop. So all this may shake down to just continue to be chop as the market especially waits for PPI, CPI, and of course FOMC. Getting another pop here. Keep track of this little channel. Could develop into a decent uptrend. Has a lot of resistance to get through though. A lot of this chop. Woo, there's a move. Coming up on the midline of that channel already. Perhaps a little overshoot here. Yeah, watch for the reversal on this overshoot. Unless this just keeps launching up. Right at this resistance, right at the midline of the channel. What a move on ES, huh? My goodness. Continuing this move up. See if this overshoot leads to a correction though. Yeah, some pretty volatile moves here, but I'm not seeing much follow through on either side, so range thesis continues to be confirmed. especially if we get a sharp move down here. There's a little drop down. Let's see if the EMA holds price at all. Not so much. Oh geez, my Ninja Trader is acting up right now, kind of freezing. Gonna have to close it. My goodness. It's not showing on the screen, but my account dashboard's like tweaking out right now. All right, I think I'm gonna need to go attend to that. Not good if your trading platform is not cooperating. So anyway, guys, again, so far, this is almost certainly a range. So don't get too excited when you see a big move one way or the other. It's most likely going to be reversed. That's just the kind of day we're having. I think market's going to be settling in, waiting for that number tomorrow morning. And we'll see what comes of that. Hopefully some decent movement, right? But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's been real this morning. Stay patient out there. Stay disciplined. There's no reason to throw your money away in this chop. I'll be over on Discord once I figure out my dang trading platform, and we'll get after it and hunt some base hits today. So thanks again, guys. See you soon.